Hello there my fellow holotable heroes, and welcome to another Rise of the Empire territory battle video guide. You will be able to find this and all my other guides on my SWGOH for Life website. There will be a link in the description below. Go and check it out if you haven't seen it yet. In this one I will be coming back to Geonosis to try some alternative teams. I've already done a full planet guide on Geonosis, so if you're interested in that, again, link in the description below. So in this one I'll be trying some of the alternative teams, some maybe new teams I didn't have before, or slightly changing the lineups, using them on different nodes, because obviously here we have Acklay and Nexu to deal with, and Reek as well. So I just wanted to try out some different teams to see how they perform. So let's go ahead first here with Acklay. Here normally I would use Lord Vader, but decided to as well to try Supreme Caloran, because some have been saying that Supreme Caloran works well here on this node as well. So decided to try to kind of flip Lord Vader and Supreme Caloran just to see how they do. So I'll be doing Lord Vader on Nexu in this video, and there's Supreme Caloran versus Acklay. Obviously it's a relegate, so whoever got a relic 6 or above you can use here. Unfortunately I do not have First Order Officer, I think, at a relic 6. I think he's at relic 5. But anyway, let's do a poke first on Acklay. Alright, okay, so far we are hanging in there, not for long I guess. Do I do mass assist? Oh no, let's give our Kylo another turn. Just gonna drop a special here, almost got all the protection down. Phasma in, doing her March ability, giving us more turn meter, mass assist. Alright, I guess Supreme Color Lane works well. And also what you can do versus Acklay is Inquisitors. Now normally I would use Inquisitors versus Reek, but again just mixing it up a little bit in this time. I'll be using Admiral Trench versus Reek, so then I said let's try out actually Inquisitors versus Acklay as well. You know, just giving you more options. Obviously if you do have Riva, she could be good as well in this one, but I tried doing this without, because obviously maybe not all of you have unlocked Riva yet, so at least you can make use of Grand Inquisitor. Not a good start, only lost 7th Sister, but anyway, we'll just keep going here, keep, I guess, using all the specials. Yeah, that's it, put Torture on Acklay, let it feel the pain. Okay, there we go, here, a 9th Sister tanking good. Let's go ahead and do an AoE. Get some protection up. Okay. Alright, a couple of hits. There we go. And their 9th Sister tanking like a champ. 1 hit, 2 hits. Alright, let's do another one. 1, 2, 3. Definitely, as you can see, Grand Inquisitor doing some nice damage. Okay. Sure, just basic, I guess. There we go. We got now 6 stacks of Purge. So let's just go ahead and unload the special there from 8th Brother. 9th Sister is down for the count. But that's okay, because we finished off Acklay there very quickly. So the Go Inquisitor is working well. And let's go ahead on Nexu. Said normally before I would use Kylo, so this time I switched around. So I'm using Lord Vader versus Nexu, just to see how that works. Just showing you the mods. So all the mods here I'm showing you, I didn't remod at all. So all the guides I'm doing kind of now with territory battles. I'm trying not to remod because obviously it takes time. And if you don't have to remod, then why would you? So if I do remod at some point in these guides, I always will let you know. Some guys here have better mods than the other ones, but let's see if this will be enough to pull out a win. Starting off versus Geo, so just go ahead and drop an AoE, drop the days, those damage over time. So let's go ahead, I guess, put this mark over on Lord Vader. Gonna go ahead here in Merciless and do another ability there, get more debuffs, more damage over times, just kind of a round of basics here, I guess. Let's go ahead, call Spy out, do another AoE. Let's go ahead, drop a fracture on Brute so he doesn't taunt, and then just guys kind of dying, I guess, from damage over times. So actually here in first wave, Lord Vader doing a fine job, I guess, even better than Supreme Color. So maybe switching these two guys, actually, it was not such a bad idea. Alright, so we're down to Nexu. Let's see how we're gonna handle Nexu now. Sure, let's bring up Droid for help. Why not? Get a taunt, drop a fracture on Nexu. It won't do a whole lot. It will reduce its speed, I believe, so I guess that helps somewhat. Going to Merciless. Let's see what we can do. Oh, it was actually a big nice hit, only 2 damage over times with when Vader unleashed his Darth Vader. 2 Vaders have to be more clear, unleashed Culling Blade. So doing some nice damage here. Oh, okay, we started losing people now, so we have to hurry up. Let's go ahead and put the mark on Lord Vader, use the special, do a Force Crush. There we go. Looks like Nexu doesn't have high tenacity, so we are landing these debuffs quite reliably. There we go, got him down already, quick and easy. Okay, so let's go ahead and try now Admiral Trench versus Reek. Again, not remodding. As you can see, some of these guys have better mods than the others. 5-dot mods, not that many 6-dot mods on these guys because they don't really need them, I guess. I don't know, I just don't have enough 6-dot mods to put on everybody. So the teams that I don't use as much, I guess they're in Grand Arena, then you know they get worse mods and I'm not remodding here. I do have some okay speeds on them, I guess, just so they can get going. Now the issue with going versus Reek is once your guys become trampled, they can't get bonus turn meter, they can't assist, so a lot of the things that these separatists actually do get shut down. So definitely it's always a bit of a challenging thing to get things going, but once you burn through Geos, they should be able to handle Reek. So put their weapon tech over on Newt. They did get a little bit bonus turn meter before he got trampled by Reek, but probably it was a waste to put med pack over on Trench. So hopefully it's okay, we'll bring him back. We've got a revive with what. So what I actually figured out in the end was because when I was testing, they always defeat somebody straight out of the gate. So better wait with weapon tech until they defeat somebody, then what can revive them, and then when what gets another turn, put weapon tech on that enemy that got revived, because now they don't have trampled, so they'll be able to attack out of turn, gain bonus turn meter, things like that. So just a tip, I guess, from this battle that I learned. So better off start off with, you know, med pack and tank tech and things like that. And then see at this point, if I would put a different tech on Newt there, I would actually be able to put a weapon tech over on Trench, giving him even more turns that he will otherwise be getting. So but on that, it's a pretty straightforward, I guess, here. It's a bit of an RNG. Who do they defeat? This was, I guess, a good scenario where they took down Trench, because in Trench can constantly gain bonus, has I think like 50% chance to gain turn meter whenever his allies are hit. But you can see as we start spreading shocks, extortions and things like that, you know, things start become a little bit nicer. And you know, the really challenge here is taking out Geos, but again with shocks and stuns you can keep these guys under control. Once you're just down to Reek, I mean, things become quite straightforward. There was another run that I did as well in the next phase when we were repeating Geonosis. Forgot to record it actually, but there they immediately defeated Watt Tambourines in the beginning, not Trench like I showed you here, and I was still able to pull out a win. So it's never clean, never kind of straightforward, but somehow because of all the survivability, and eventually, you know, you get through the Geos, and then Reek does not pose a threat at all. So there you go, we finally have a use, I guess, for Albion Trench outside of limited use in Grand Arena and Territory Wars. Doing pretty well here in both Sector 1 and 2 in Territory battles. So there you go, guys, hopefully this video was useful and helpful. Let me know in the comments below or on my Discord server, but until then, have fun, enjoy life, and may the RNG be with you, my friends.